And we're back.
We're back.
You thought I was frozen, didn't you?
We kind of are frozen. You're sitting in a cold basement in a t-shirt right now.
I know, cut off t-shirt. I know. While you're probably sitting at home in a nice
Arctic freeze.
And yes, I still am in my scrubs too. Anyways, sports frenzy info. So Tim, you kind of touched on it before we went to break. Who do you think's going to win the Royal Rumble?
Well, who's going to win the Royal Rumble? Well, who you got, first of all? Who you got winning the Royal Rumble?
Oh, boy. I think...
Because mine kind of ties in together, so we got some discussion to go here.
You know, I kind of have to go with two guys. I think
Two guys?
either Ryback
Uh-huh.
or... I got this straight. We haven't seen Brock Lesnar in a while, so I kind of got this gut feeling that Brock Lesnar is going to come back. So I think either Brock Lesnar or Ryback. Those are my two picks.
Okay, and the second part of that question we were going with.
Yes.
Who do you got for your legend?
If for those of you who don't know what the Royal Rumble match is, it's 30 people. Or, you know, and I think it's one, the match starts with two people in the ring, and then every, minute and a half, I think it is, another guy comes in the ring. So, at one time you could have, you know, who knows how many people in the ring at once. And basically your goal is to throw them over top of the top rope, and both feet have to touch the floor. Last year, I don't know if you saw footage of this. Kofi Kingston did something kind of crazy. He got thrown over the top, but he did it so he landed on his hands. And then he did this crazy handstand walk for a good distance and actually got back to the ring steps and got back in the ring. And because his feet didn't touch, he was still in the Royal Rumble match.
So they said because his feet didn't touch, even though he was out and his hands were touching?
Yeah, it's the feet
Just
have to...
because his feet didn't touch?
Yes, because his feet have to touch. Your feet have to touch the ground. His hands were doing the walking. So he was still in the Royal Rumble match. He got thrown out a couple of minutes after that.
That's fine. That doesn't really make any sense to me because you could get thrown out of the ring and land on your back and not touch your feet on the ground.
Well,
and then you could just find your way back into the ring somehow.
That'd be kind of hard to get up, though, without your feet, though.
Just grab that bottom rope, pull yourself up if you got the upper body strength.
I guess. I mean, I know back in the 90s, or was it in the 90s or the 80s, Jerry the King Lawler was in it, and he got thrown out, and he stood, or actually, no, he went over top of the rope, and then he got down, and he was outside with one foot up in the air. And then Bret Hart had gotten thrown out, and Bret Hart stomped on Jerry the King Lawler's foot, and then Jerry's foot came down, and then he was thrown out. So
you did some research on this, my friend.
I did, yeah. I have actually sat down and watched every single Royal Rumble match. I don't know, a couple of years ago, I actually took the time and went in chronological order and watched every single Royal Rumble match. So yes, I've seen every Royal Rumble match there is. But anyway, so that's the concept of the Royal Rumble match, and then whoever wins the Royal Rumble, the last man in the ring, he gets his choice of either challenging the World Heavyweight Champion or the WWE Champion at WrestleMania. So
interesting.
Lot on the line. But anyways, every year in the past 10 years, they bring back some legends. You know, Hulk, Hacksaw Jim Duggan has been in it. I mean, guys you haven't seen in a long time, all of a sudden their entrance music hits, and they come down to the ring. So
most of the guys are usually backstage doing some kind of something for WWE. But
exactly.
there are the occasional few they
like Hacksaw Jim Duggan, that you think he's going to get thrown over the rope and break his hip or something. So
I will say that Hacksaw does look pretty hacksawish still for as old as he's got to be by now.
yeah, his
He still puts out a pretty good in-ring presence with the whole, oh!
yeah, I have to agree there. I mean, the crowd goes nuts too when he comes out. I mean, everyone.
But I mean, Hacksaw's a cancer survivor, so you know, I mean, he can survive that. He can still wrestle as far as I can say.
This is true. His wrestling trunks look a little weird. They look kind of like a bathing suit or something he's got going on. I don't know. They're weird looking.
He's old school.
Anyways, legends. What legends do I think's gonna make?
Yeah, what legends do you think are gonna come back?
Like you said, there's guys in the back. I could see DDP.
That's a good one. DDP's been known to show up for a few things.
DX members there.
Yeah.
Road Dogg and Mr. Billy Gunn there.
Yep.
I think they could. Trying to think who else. Oh boy, I don't know. Hacksaw Jim Duggan, I gotta throw him out there too now that I've talked about him.
Yeah, he's always. I think he's been in a few of those.
He
was in last year's, I think.
Here's your fun fact: the first Royal Rumble ever winner was Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Oh yes, yeah, I remember watching that one. I believe.
And actually, I believe that was back when that was just for like kicks and giggles. There was no challenging.
Yeah, there was nothing. It was no big deal back then.
Yeah, well, I think, and for a little while there, it was almost like they stripped the WWE champion, and whoever won the Royal Rumble was your new WWE champion. I thought they did something.
Yeah, I think they did have that concept going there for a while.
They did that for a little bit, and then they're like, well, that doesn't make sense. Why would you strip your champion just because it's the Royal Rumble match? So, and then that's when
I think sometimes, I don't know if it was actually they stripped the champion. I think some of it might have come down to like there was something controversial with champions that involved many people, so they would like, okay, say, you know, well, instead of just being unfair, just giving the title to so-and-so, we'll have this tournament now. I think that's kind of how the concept started.
Yeah, I just know the first one, Hacksaw Jim Duggan got his hand raised, and good job, Hacks. That's it. You're done. You don't win anything.
Yep, you just won this very cool match here. It was a very new concept match we just came up with.
So,
doesn't mean much though, but you're a winner.
But those
you'll go down in history as the first winner ever.
There you go. So those are my my picks. Who do you got, Tim?
Well, you know, I was doing some research and I was looking around, and originally I thought, well, you know, there's that guy Jake the Snake Roberts who had a bad luck streak there for a long time, and WWE has kind of embraced him and brought him back in, and he lives with DDP now, and has been working with doing his yoga and stuff. DDP, as everybody knows, or everybody may not know, but people who know wrestling know, he does a yoga type program now, and so he's been doing that kind of stuff. So originally I was thinking, oh, he might show up this year for that, but then I decided the night before we were doing all this stuff, I decided, oh, it's not a pro wrestling website, check some things out a little bit.
You're
so
cheating.
Here is my bold prediction.
Oh,
okay?
man.
Your legend who's going to come back to the Royal Rumble this year is going to be none other, and this is also my prediction, who's going to win the Royal Rumble, okay? He's going to not only come back, but he's going to win the Royal Rumble. And this, my friends, is big if it happens, because I will be one excited coach. I am going with the mighty Goldberg!
Wow.
It has been confirmed on Goldberg's Twitter that he has not denied that he is coming back to WWE now.
Oh.
So, I am going with your Royal Rumble candidate and the man who is going to take out the Goldberg fake
talked about this. Ryback has run his mouth a lot about how he could destroy Goldberg and all this. So, wow. If that is true, that is huge news.
I've got goosebumps just thinking about it.
Dude.
If that happens, I am going to be 100% happy.
That would be amazing if Goldberg came back. I would be so excited. Because, I mean...
They need this. They need Goldberg back.
They do.
Need to bring back a freshness into the WWE.
They do. Somebody...
Goldberg is that
wow.
man who can do that.
Wow. And then I could already... If he does win... If he wins at the Royal Rumble, I could see him challenging CM Punk, because CM Punk also has been running his mouth about how he could destroy... How he's better than anybody else in the world. And I think did he do a little... I know he's done a little trash talking about Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, and Stone Cold, but did he do any... I don't know if he's done any trash talking about Goldberg. I don't think I've heard him do any talking about Goldberg, but...
Yeah, that's been mostly Ryback's thing.
Yeah. But either
way. Whatever it was, I think, in a sense, rather it was Ryback running his own mouth, or if this was a well-put-together plan by Vinnie Mac there. Either way, it sounds like it's finally got Goldberg's attention, and it's, I think it's a combination of, people have been blowing up Goldberg's, Twitter and everything else. People want him back.
Yeah. Well,
and
I don't think he really has much...
He's finally going to answer the call.
I don't think he really has much going on either way, so... I could also...
He's very active in a lot of stuff outside of wrestling, but,
yeah.
Well, for him to come back, I am pumped.
I could also see, not at the Royal Rumble, but in the near future, I think Austin could come back, and for a little while anyways. I don't think he'll wrestle for long, but... Well, that's some good stuff right there. Fresh news to Sports Frenzy there. We'll keep you posted.
We will, because I'll be all over that.
Here we go, Tim. I got some interesting NBA news for everybody.
Okay.
This was announced today on ESPN, and some of the ESPN guys were having a field day with this one. NBA news. The New Orleans Hornets are prepared to announce they are changing their name.
No way, really?
Did you hear this, Tim?
No, I didn't hear this.
Oh, changing their name to the New Orleans Pelicans.
What?
Pelicans. Effective in the 2013-2014 season. The New Orleans Pelicans. Pelicans, yes. The field, oh my goodness gracious, they were having a field day. What is mighty about a pelican? That they were just going nuts about how stupid the name sounds. So apparently next season it's going to be the New Orleans Pelicans.
Are they out of their minds?
I don't know. It's the dumbest sounding.
Who came up with that?
I don't know. It's the dumbest sounding name I have ever heard, though. Watch out! Oh no! Tonight we're playing the Pelicans!
Wow, that's crazy.
I thought you'd like that one.
Oh,
so yes, next year you'll hear us say, oh, next up we got the Miami Heat versus the New Orleans Pelicans.
Do they even have Pelicans in New Orleans?
Yeah, I think they do. I think one reason the only reason I can think of it is because Hornets and New Orleans really doesn't go together. And I think the New Orleans is trying to do more with like a beach kind of a theme. I don't know. I'm fishing here right now. What Pelicans have?
Yeah. Well, we'll stay on top of that story too. That's interesting.
To me, I'd rather why don't they just name it the New Orleans Mardi Gras or
something like that.
The New Orleans
Pelicans, really?
When I think of New Orleans, I think of it so much more than Pelicans. Like I think of
might as well just be called the Silly Beads.
Mardi Gras. I think of Bourbon Street. I think of I mean, even like they're known for their shrimp and their crawfish, and
Well, there you go. New Orleans crawfish.
even that, like I understand.
I don't know.
I don't.
Crawfish.
Pelicans.
Pelicans.
Pelican's just a bird that flies and swoops down and like opens its mouth up and tries to catch a fish in its mouth. That's it.
Well, you know, I mean, I think we had this discussion a few years back too. I mean, it was kind of along the same path. You could kind of compare it almost to walleye. I mean,
Yeah, the walleye.
you know, walleye doesn't sound that tough either. So we're gonna probably see all these future pictures of a pelican holding the basketball, and
I could see the pelican taking the ball and like sticking it in its mouth or something. I don't know.
tough looking pelican with a ball, and
I don't know. But that's all.
awesome. You go to the arena, and they got a pelican running around everywhere. And
I don't know.
oh my goodness.
But yeah, that's all I got. You got anything else, Tim?
Well, right along with your basketball news there, I do have, you know, we had talked about this a little bit on the our other show there, the Sacramento Kings. And we know they're moving, okay? We know where they're going to be moving. Well, I was reading yesterday they're looking for a new person to run the show, not coach, but to run the whole program. And they're looking at, I think, well, one of the guys they were looking at was, who was it? San Antonio, no, not San Antonio. Yeah, San Antonio Spurs, actually. Their assistant GM over there. They were looking at him because they think he could do, was it the assistant? I'm not sure on that. I'll have to double check that one. But the one that sparked my interest was, they mentioned Larry Bird's name. So I might be cheering for another team here if Larry Bird starts running that organization. The Sacramento Kings.
All right, okay, good. He goes there.
That would be pretty awesome. He did a lot for Indiana. I mean, he really turned Indiana's team around. So he's got some background that'll work, and I think he can make Sacramento or whatever new town they're moving to be really good. So I'm kind of excited about that. I would like that if that happens. Anything Bird puts his hands on, of course, I like, but you know.
Well, hopefully you can turn that program around there. So
yeah.
Oh, hang on, I got a little more info on this Pelicans thing. Apparently they already,
not done yet.
The new color scheme is going to be blue, gold, and red.
Okay.
Apparently they've already gotten their logo announced. I'll have to post this up on the blog for everybody. But then let's see, the nickname Hornets didn't mean anything to this community. The owner said the Pelican represents New Orleans just like the Saints. They have incredible resolve. If they can do that, the team can do the same. The brown pelican is Louisiana's state bird and has become identified with efforts to restore Louisiana's coast, which has been damaged extensively by the 2010 BP oil spill and erosion from Katrina and other storms.
Interesting.
So I guess that makes a little bit more sense. And
that makes a lot more sense, actually. I mean, that really explains it a little bit more.
And the logo, what it looks like is the pelican has its wings open, and then its beak's kind of down, and then in its mouth it's holding the basketball. So,
well, you weren't far off on that one, were you?
Nope, I was not far off. So, but well, that's all I got. So.
All right. Well, that's pretty much all I have. Hey, we hope to see all of you tomorrow night out at the Hope Community Center, 7 o'clock. Tip-off for the game. I am the coach, and I am out.
I'm Jamie. Good luck, Eagles. Good luck, Hoopsters. See you on the recap show. May the force be with you, and peace!